Hello, welcome to Rando Tech Info. Today we're talking about the Fairphone 3 and how well it will work here in the US. Ewan Spence of Forbes just gave this phone his Smartphone of the Year award in an article that was published yesterday. So that was a pretty big deal. So I thought there'd probably be some people who may have read or seen that, and then they think to themselves, well, I wonder if that's a phone that maybe I should look into getting. I wanted to put out a video so if people were looking, they could find out whether or not that phone will work here in the US and how well it will work here in the US. For those of you who don't know, Fairphone considers themselves a more eco-friendly option. Their phones come with an actual screwdriver in the box. They encourage you to take your phone apart and repair it if you ever need to. It's got a removable battery. iBreakUFix, I believe, gave this phone a 10 out of 10 in repairability, and I believe to this day it's the only phone they've ever given a 10 out of 10 for repairability. So if you're an environmentally conscious person and you want to get a phone that will leave a smaller footprint, then the Fairphone might be something you want to look into. As far as whether or not it will work here in the US, it only works, it's made for Europe. So it will work in the US a little bit. It depends on your carrier. So if you've got T-Mobile or AT&T, it will work on 3G and should work pretty well on 3G. It will not work with Verizon or Sprint, unfortunately. For 4G, it only works on 6 out of 16 bands that we use here in the US, so your 4G coverage is going to be very spotty at best. So you're mostly relying on a 3G signal to use this phone, and unfortunately we're not really sure how much longer the carriers are going to keep supporting 3G. Most of them have already abandoned 2G, so you have to wonder now with 5G gaining traction, how much longer are they going to keep 3G around? How much longer are they going to support that? Probably for at least another year or two. So, I guess it's a situation where if you really are, worried about the environment and your impact, and you're okay with using 3G and only having a phone that may work for the next year or two, then this might be a phone you want to look into. I will include a link to their website so you can look into what they have to offer and pick that up if you like. Once again, this phone's not going to win any awards for performance or delight for dollar ratio. Its cost is in the 400s, so there are better phones you can get at that price point, spec-wise and screen-wise and camera-wise. That's not the point of this thing. If you have any other questions about this device, please don't hesitate to leave those down in the comments. I hope you found this video useful, and until next time, this is Rando Tech Info, signing out.